He also wondered whether by remaining silent he might be committing a grave mistake. But sometimes it also becomes necessary to break patience and act decisively. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. In today's edition of Manas for Manush, we will go through the Sundarkand Doha number 11, Chaupai number 6, through which we will observe what went through Bajrangbali's mind when he saw the miserable situation Seeta ji was in. Nutan kis lay anal samana, dehi agni jani karahi nidana, dekhi param birha kul Seeta, sochan kapihi kalap sambita. For any warrior to see one's own loved ones in suffering and be unable to do anything, this situation is extremely painful. To see someone you deeply respect rendered helpless before others is painful in itself, especially when that person is your elder, whether elder by relationship, by age, or by stature and honor. Janaki, after all, was the princess of the kingdom of Mithila and the queen of the Raghu dynasty. She was the daughter-in-law of the most powerful royal lineage in the entire world and the better half of the people's hero, Sri Ram. To see her in pain would have been agonizing for anyone. But how can one describe the limit of that agony for someone who was an unmatched devotee of Sri Ram, someone who considered Sri Ram's happiness and Janaki's safety to be the ultimate purpose of his life? A truly compassionate and valiant man is such that if while walking along a road some improper act is committed against a woman, an elderly person, or the weak, even if it does not happen in front of him and he merely hears about it, he begins to blame himself, asking why he could not stop that injustice and oppression. And here, this was Seeta, the better half of Hanuman's revered Lord Sri Ram. That Sri Ram who for Hanuman was a torch-bearer figure of the era. That Sri Ram who had secured the throne of his king Sugriv and freed the kingdom of Kishkindha from Bali's tyranny. And that Seeta whom Hanuman regarded as a mother, who had now become the very axis of the global struggle between Dharma and Adharma. Seeing Seeta in such a condition, Hanuman's own conditions became indescribable. Goswami ji says, Nutan kis lay anal samana, dehi agini jani karahi nidana, dekhi param birha kul Seeta, sochan kapihi kalap sambita. In Ashok Vatika, addressing the Ashok tree, Janaki says, your new leaves are shining like fire. Grant me fire through these leaves and put an end to my sufferings. Seeing Mother Seeta so distressed in separation, every single moment for Hanuman, the king of the Vanaras, seemed to pass like an entire kalpa, that is, like an age. Although he restrained his emotions and held himself back from intervening, he also wondered whether by remaining silent he might be committing a grave mistake. In the Valmiki Ramayana, Sarga number 30, Shlok number 15, Bajrangbali reflects, Yadi cha udyo jayishyami bhartaram ram karanat vyarthama gamnam tasya sasanyasya bhavishyati. Even if I were to bring Vanara's king Sugriv and his army here for Lord Ram's mission, their effort might be futile. That is, if Vaidehi herself cannot be saved, then there is no benefit of bringing an army. He also thought that if he did not intervene now, it might happen that despite all the plans he was making to go as a messenger to Ravan and trying to avert war, or to decide how to face demons in battle, or to combat Ravan's illusory power, all this diplomacy, messengership, military strategy, and patience undertaken solely to bring back Seeta safely would become meaningless. For if decisive action was not taken now, perhaps Seeta would not survive at all. In this state of dilemma and sorrow, each moment for Hanuman passed like an entire century. So what lesson do we learn from today's Chaupai? That patience is of immense importance. But sometimes it also becomes necessary to break patience and act decisively. Baba's Brahmagyan today is dedicated to those who have patience. Look, 99 times out of 100, patience will make your work successful. And anyway, when nothing at all is in your control, patience is the one thing that can keep you content in any situation. Now consider this. Because of waterlogging caused by rain, an ordinary person would be distressed, worrying about commuting to and from the office. But these friends here are such that even in this situation, they are not letting the opportunity for joy to slip away. मैंने तो इन चौपाइयों को आप तक पहुंचा दिया, इन्हें आगे बढ़ाने की अब है आपकी बारी। तो बोलो, मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी, द्रबहु सुदशरथ अजिर बिहारी।